And a welcome to Citi Field, New York's National League ballpark in Flushing, Queens. Today, the finale of this quick two-game series between the Baltimore Orioles and the New York Mets. Stay tuned for Mets baseball coming up next. Noah Syndergaard is on the mound for game 2. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
This guy's kind of hard to figure out. You think most pitchers would love pitching in their home ballpark, but he struggled at home so far this season. There hasn't been a lot of home cooking for this guy, and that's something he needs to turn around in a big way.
Stepping into the box, Trey Mancini. He will lead this one off today.
Left fielder, Trey Mancini.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. High in the air down the right field line. But this will wind up being a foul ball. These Mets fellas, as they take the field here today, they did get the win last time out, but it hasn't been the best week for them as they've won just twice in their last 6 tries.
Yeah, Matty, you hate D-Row. This has not been the kind of homestand that they would like to have so far. Through the first 5 games, they're 2-3. D-Row getting to 500 on this homestand is certainly one thing they'd like to do here today.
Yeah, they can salvage a little bit right now. They can walk out of here today with a smile on their face if they can get this back to 500 in these first 6 games.
The 1-2 is looked at for ball number 2. Almost got him to go around, but instead it's ball 3. And a good pitch there as this is swung on and missed for the first out of the ball game. And now the starting lineup for the visiting Baltimore Orioles. Who stands out to you, Danny?
Well, I love watching Manny Machado do his thing. Looking at the stats, I'm so impressed. He's in the top 5 home runs in the American League coming into this game. And when you're doing that, you catch just about everybody's attention. Don't be surprised if he doesn't make something happen here.
Standing in, Manny Machado. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. First pitch on its way. Swung on and missed, outclassed by that fastball for a strike.
Well, clearly this guy doesn't need many warm-up pitches because he's 98 miles an hour in the first inning. Newsflash to the offense, they better get it going.
Swing and a little tapper. That goes foul. 2 strikes on him now. Looking for back-to-back Ks to start the game. And he takes strike 3 called, and it's a pair of punch-outs that begin the ball game.
To me, when it's raining, the approach at the plate has to change a little bit, especially if you're a guy that can run a little bit. Put the ball in play any way possible, especially on the ground. Making plays in the rain becomes exponentially tougher to do when it's wet. So these offenses really need to limit the strikeouts.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Hit sharply on the ground to the left. And this will get on through past Reyes for a base hit. Some 2-out success to keep the top of the first alive.
Sometimes you need a little luck. Sometimes you need to get a ground ball with eyes. And that's exactly what happened right there.
Here's Mark Trumbo now, as he will look at a curveball right on the black. Apparently it's strike 1. 289 is the average coming in. 17 home runs and 33 driven in. Comes set and the 0-1. Lifted in the air to center. Cespedes is there. And that retires the side. 1 left for the Orioles. Now the Mets will step up for their first shot in a scoreless ball game. Tanner Roark will be the starter for the O's in this contest. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, Tanner Roark a lot of times gets lost in the shuffle. Really good sinking fastball. Former reliever that worked his way into the starting rotation. 93 to 95 miles an hour with sink. Power slider. Good changeup. I'd like to see him use the changeup a little bit more. Quality three-pitch mix. A pitcher and not a thrower.
At the plate, Asdrubal Cabrera. He carries the 8th best batting average in the National League entering play. Tough one to lay off, called a strike. Well, guys, these Orioles entering play today. They came out on the losing end last time out and are in a bit of a skid. In fact, they've lost 7 of their last 10.
Yeah, guys, dropping yesterday was a heartbreaker without question. But you know what? You find a way. You show up to the yard today, you get out of the cab, and you watch countless hours of video, and you try and formulate a game plan to get this back to 500. 1-1 to start the road trip, and you're moving in the right direction.
And they'll try to bounce a curveball on 0-2, but he holds back. It's 1-2 now.
Well, I'll tell you, he's not hitting over 300 by luck. He really knows the strike zone and his own strengths. That last take is a great example.
Ball and 2 strikes to Cabrera. A little bouncer. That goes foul, so he stays alive with 2 strikes. Popped him up. Machado calls for it. 1 away. With a moment here in Flushing Meadows, let's meet the Mets. Mark, daytime baseball at home. What do we need to know about these guys?
Yeah, Matty, this lineup's licking its chops going into today's game. Facing a guy who allows a ton of home runs, screams to miss execution. If he's trying to go down and away, he'll usually leave it middle. Has a tendency to want to bury fastballs in, but leaves them middle of the plate. Those usually don't come back. This lineup's looking to go deep today.
First pitch of the at-bat. And that slider's almost in the dirt. Roark has become known as a guy that's tough to take deep. So many starting pitchers find themselves snake bitten by the gopher ball, but he really limits that. Now the 1-0 is taken for ball 2. And there is our officiating crew in this one, calling balls and strikes, Mr. Freddie Ferguson.
Hey, D-Row, you better be ready to swing, particularly at that low pitch. Freddie Ferguson, low ball umpire.
Yeah, it makes it tough on the offense. I was a guy who liked the low ball, but that usually means those guys are susceptible to that slider in the dirt. You have to see the ball up, and this guy doesn't give you a chance.
Late on that one as it's fouled off to the left side. Can't connect there. It's 2-2. Full count now, 3-2. Waiting his turn on deck, Yoenis Cespedes. Tapped up the first baseline. To his left, Davis. And he'll take it onto the bag himself. 2 gone now here in the first.
Well executed two-seamer on the outside corner that time, and that's what you'll get a lot of with that pitch. He rolled right over it.
Here's Yoenis Cespedes. It was a 3-hit effort from him last night, so he was a big part of that victory. Now here's the pitch. And a whiff at a good slider that time. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Thought he had the inside corner that time, but it missed for ball 1. And a fastball just a bit high.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
Even count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Down in order go the Mets. We are still scoreless. Ready now for Baltimore, Tim Beckham. And as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against southpaws than he does against right-handers. First pitch of the at-bat.
Nope.
And a fastball just below the knees, ball 1. And this is just off the outside corner, ball 2.
Do you take your chances in this situation as a hitter, knowing he's just missed outside 2 pitches in a row, and dive a little bit and try and drive something in the opposite field?
Swing and a miss on what should have been ball 3. Instead, the count goes to 2-1. Popped up. Gonzalez in foul ground. And this will not be caught. It's a foul ball. The 2-2. Doesn't get the zone. Count full now. Colby Rasmus is on deck. Now Beckham with a swing and a deep drive to left. Nearly a big fly to start the inning. Instead, a foul ball. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone.
Okay, here's how the Mets are lining up defensively. And let's focus our attention on catcher Travis d'Arnaud. He's going to have to step up today and have a big game for these guys. Not known necessarily for his defensive acumen, more of a big pop guy on the offensive side. He has got to control this game.
Settling in now, Colby Rasmus. And the home away splits tell us he's actually quite a bit better hitting on the road than he is at home. First pitch on its way. And this pitch just about saws him off as he can't get extended at all. It's strike 1. He just ramps up and gears the fastball by him. 0-2. Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2.
Batting 7, first baseman number 19.
Here's Chris Davis now, looking for better results than last night when he went 0 for 4 in that one. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. And he misses inside with that one. Ball 1. No score here as we play inning number 2. One and 1 the count to Chris Davis. Davis, who's often called Crush Davis. He was a 5th round pick during the first-year player draft of 2006.
Hey, nothing has been handed to this guy. Drafted in the middle rounds, and he has found his way in the big leagues. This has turned out to be a really nice pick.
The 1-2. Very weakly on the ground, but it gets fouled. The 1-2. Now a swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. 2 out, nobody on. Checked his swing there, and did he go? No, he did not. Tried to bury one down and away, but it's a full count now, 3-2.
I got to commend him for being a really tough out right now. Not everyone will battle like this with 2 outs and nobody on.
Bounced on the ground and right at the shifted infielder. And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit.
Hey, not an easy thing to do right there, Debro, with that stacked infield on the right side. To hit it through where the shift is, have to hit that in the right place at the right time.
Yeah, he found a good result right there, Dan. Pitcher actually executed right there. Got him to hit it where he wanted to. Put good barrel, good contact on that ball, and was able to find the hole.
Into the box now, Caleb Joseph. He'll chase one up around the letters here for strike 1. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. Here's the 0-1. And a neck-high fastball that time.
He's up in the zone a lot right now. Sometimes that can be effective, but I think you have to be careful with that, especially during a day game where the ball tends to carry a lot more.
And it's a ball and 2 strikes to Joseph now.
That is such a tough pitch to lay off right there, but you have to find a way. There's nothing you're going to do with that low sinker except foul it into your shin or hit a ground.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Orioles leave 1. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. So here's the cleanup hitter, Michael Conforto. And as you can see, he's had some troubles here in his own ballpark. Something he'll look to improve upon in this one. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. The windup and the 0-1. A fastball that just misses inside. His career line against Roark up until this point, he's 3 for 9. He also has 1 home run. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball. Missed with a slider.
The classic back foot slider right there with 2 strikes. Usually gets a ton of swing and misses. Nice layoff right there. Fight for another pitch.
Chopped weakly to the left. Beckham charging this one. And Beckham's throw is in time at first, 1 away.
Okay, here's how the Birds line up today on defense. And let's spot shadow first baseman Chris Crush Davis. Doesn't get enough love for how soft this guy's hands are. Constantly picking middle infielders left and right. We get it. He's got power. But look for him to make a nice play on defense as well.
Stepping in, Jay Bruce. He had a couple of hits in that ball game last night. Here's the first pitch to him. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike. The 0-1 delivery. Right back at the mound. On to Davis at first, and there are 2 away.
Batting 6th, third baseman, Todd Frazier.
Here's Todd Frazier now. He'll try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. Here comes the first pitch. Pitch popped up. Beckham waits on it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Mets go down 1-2-3. We'll move to the third with no score. Next to hit will be the pitcher, Tanner Roark. 9-1-2 due up. Here's the first pitch to him.
Nope.
And a fastball just a bit up. That missed. Close. It's ball 2.
In this situation right here, I'm protecting my pitcher from himself. I know he wants to swing the bat and let the boys know in the clubhouse that he can do his job, but I'm probably putting a take sign on right here.
And that's over. 2-1. Three and one.
Well, that sets up a big pitch right here, Matt, because you don't want to lose the leadoff guy in a scoreless game. It's tough to work around the leadoff walk.
Pitch swung on and hit in the air toward the line in right. And now this will get over the wall down the line out there for a ground rule double.
Hey, this is what every hitting coach teaches when you start playing baseball. Don't try to do more than you can. Hit the ball where it's pitched, and he does a great job right there as he pushes it down the line nicely, and it bounces over for a ground rule double.
And here's the big right-handed power threat, Trey Mancini, as he will take a look at a fastball in there as that strike zone expands just a little. It's 0-1. He was a strikeout victim to open up the ball game. Oh, 0-1 count, and the pitch. Ball chopped foul here at the plate, and he's behind 0-2. Oh, 2, here it is. There's a fastball that just misses. Ball 1.
That's the kind of pitch that reminds me of many reasons why I wasn't a very good hitter. This thing was inside and coming in hot, and he just gave a stone-cold take. I'm bailing out of the way if I'm in the box, no doubt about it.
And that's the first out.
The batter, number 13.
Here's Manny Machado now, 0 for 1 after he took a look at strike 3 in his first plate appearance. First pitch of the at-bat. Ball 1.
Ball 1, no strike.
The 1-0 delivery. Fly ball out to straightaway right. Bruce has a read on it. He makes the catch, and tagging is the runner from second. And in the end, the tag appears to have been a bluff. He's back to second.
The second baseman, number 6, Jonathan Schoop.
So striding in, Jonathan Schoop, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Good lead there at second. Here's the pitch. Got him to go up the ladder there for strike 1. In his career, Schoop carries a batting line a little over the 260 mark. 0-1, here it comes. And oh, that gets him on the mound. No chance to recover, and let's hope he's okay out there.
Now batting, right fielder, Mark Trumbo.
So now the Oriole cleanup hitter, Mark Trumbo, and their runners at the corners now. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A high fastball is in there. The 0-1 on its way. Good sinker that time as he gets a piece and chops it foul at home plate. Third inning, no score to this point. Now a check swing, and he went around, says the home plate umpire. Pretty forceful about it, too. And the inning is over. Orioles strand a couple. Home half of the third coming up. No score. Here's the shortstop now, Jose Reyes. 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
Not much going on offensively so far for these guys. 6.
First pitch coming. Here it is.
Nope.
And a ball, 1-0.
Counts 1-0.
Now the 1-1 pitch is in there for the second strike. That's a hit, the first of the game for the Mets. Around first, digging for two. And he is into second base with a leadoff double.
Let's take another look at just a textbook swing right there. Good weight transfer, good hands to the ball, solid contact, and great extension through the ball.
Yeah, that's about as pretty as a swing gets. Nice look at it there from our camera guys as well. Digging in now, Travis d'Arnaud, and he'll hit with a chance to push across the game's first run.
Yeah, great RBI opportunity here, but at the very least, he needs to find a way to advance that runner to third. Small things like that in a tight game can make a big difference.
Swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
He knows his strengths and weaknesses at the plate. He knows he has a cold zone away. But the bottom line is this pitcher has been able to execute to that spot. If he misses over the heart of the plate, this guy's still going to be ready.
And a breaking ball in the dirt that time for a ball.
Classic change of speeds right there. Threw the hitter's timing off. Got a late foul ball. Interested to see where he goes now.
A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul.
Hey, he's got 4 foul balls in this AB right here. He's really making this pitcher grind for everything.
Now another 1-2. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Mancini waits on it. 1 away. And the runner, not tagging, will retreat to second base.
Batting ninth, pitcher, Noah Syndergaard.
So here's the Mets pitcher, Noah Syndergaard. And with a runner already in scoring position and 1 away, he is likely not to be bunting here. First pitch on its way. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner. The 1-0. Is offered at and missed for the first strike.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
Ripped down the line, but a foul ball. 1-2 the count now. And a half-hearted attempt that time, but they'll say he broke the plane, and that's out number 2.
For me, check swings are right there next to bang-bang plays at first as the most difficult calls for an ump to make. Taking a look at show motion, the batter doesn't appear to hold up enough, so I think the call was right.
So it's back to the top of the order now, and that'll bring in the second baseman, Asdrubal Cabrera. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Lifted in the air to shallow center field. Coming in is Rasmus. He can't get there as it falls in. The throw into second. Throw to second, but he's in there as they jump ahead with a run scoring on the play.
Well, that's the difference between a harmless error and a costly one. With the bases empty, it doesn't hurt that much, but with a man on, that allows a run to score.
Here's Adrian now, as he'll look at a slider that runs in too far for ball one. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. And he misses again, 2-0.
Tough situation for him right here. I mean, he's got an open base, so he doesn't have to give in to this guy, but there's definitely danger looming on deck, so you can't just completely work around him either.
Much too quick on the trigger there. It's 2-1. Cabrera at second with 2 down. Grounder down the line at third. But this will be a foul ball as that evens things at 2-2. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. So a full count now.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
Good swing just a little early, and he'll see another payoff pitch. Another full count pitch home. And this one's chopped foul right at home plate.
Hey, he looked like he was a little bit out in front on that breaking ball right there. The body can go a little bit. If he was able to keep his hands back a little bit, he might have been able to do some damage with that pitch.
And he will indeed make the play in foul territory to retire the side. The sights and sounds of a day at the ballpark. Oh my goodness. More matinee baseball here on a Wednesday afternoon following this. Riding in once again, Tim Beckham. He'll start things out against Noah Syndergaard as this inning is underway. Here comes the first pitch. And here's a called strike at the knees. Don't think he liked that one too much, but it's 0-1. Here's a strike.
Pretty unusual that you see a 5-hole hitter take 2 strikes in a row. Typically, those are some of the most aggressive batters in the lineup.
Ball swung on and hit to Cabrera at second. Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the 4th. Opportunity now to look at some of the future plans for this Mets organization as our Road to the Show report spotlights a couple of guys that have been playing very well in recent action. Digging in, Colby Rasmus comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. First offering on its way. And that slider's almost in the dirt. No runs, 4 hits, 1 error thus far for Baltimore. In tight with the sinker, ball 2. Here he comes on 2-0. Popped high in the air. Frazier over to his right. He's got it, and there are 2 down now. Well, it's still early, but it's also worth noting that he'd be in line for the win if this keeps up as we take a look at the league leaders in games won this season. And as you see there, he sits in 4th place in that department in the National League. Here's Chris Davis now, 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. Now here it comes. A breaking ball taken at the knees for strike 1. No runs, 4 hits, 1 error thus far for Baltimore. Chop this one right side. Gonzalez has got it, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Fair to say, oh my goodness, these folks are not headed for a career on Broadway. More matinee baseball here on a Wednesday afternoon following this. Here's Yoenis Cespedes. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Center fielder, Yoenis Cespedes.
First pitch on its way. A high fastball is in there.
0-1.
Behind 0-2 now. Really starting to pour now, and the forecast is not showing any signs of a break in the weather.
You know, one of the big issues is player safety, and right now this field is getting sloppy wet, Matt, and I don't know how much more rain this field can take.
Classic strikeout pitch right there on 0-2. It's the one we know he loves going to, but great recognition to lay off in that spot.
Right down Main Street, caught him looking.
That's his second strikeout of the game. I wouldn't be surprised if a coach finds him in the dugout and gives him a little talk about shortening up and putting the ball in play. Good things tend to happen when you do that in these kinds of conditions.
Ready now, Michael Conforto. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. And now a pitch on the way. And he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1.
Hey, that's a well-executed pitch right there. That might have started middle, but you saw it breaking away to that outer part of the zone. This left-handed batter right here has got 2 decisions to make. Is he going to ground out to second base all day, or is he going to drive the ball the other way?
Conforto behind, a ball and 2 strikes.
Boy, that's a great breaking ball right there. That's a tough pitch to lay off when that ball is coming in at that plane right there. Quality take.
The 1-2. Misses, ball 2.
2-2.
Right there is a temptation pitch. Power hitters like this are looking for pitches that they can drive. So that may have been one where he was trying to get him to chase up above the zone a little bit.
Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Hit sharply toward the right side. And that's a base hit. 1 for 2 in his first couple of plate appearances.
I mean, that has to frustrate the guy on the mound right there. You get him down 0-2, no put away pitch, works the count back to neutral, and is able to mix in a base hit. Nice job.
Here's Jay Bruce now. As he'll wait out a breaking pitch here that finds the zone for strike 1. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Grounder hit hard down the first baseline, but this will wind up a foul ball, strike 2. Missed with a breaking ball. Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Third baseman, number 21, Todd Frazier.
So 2 are gone in the Mets half of the 4th, and standing in a power threat in Todd Frazier, the third baseman. First pitch of the at-bat. Now a swing and a ground ball, but a foul ball here. 0-1. Conforto, the runner at first with 2 gone. And he fouls this one off. Slider whiffed on for strike 3. A great pitch to put an end to the inning. Mets leave 1, but they're on top 1-0. At the plate, Caleb Joseph. He'll start off the fifth in this one.
The catcher, number 36, Caleb Joseph.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Belt high and right down the middle for a strike.
And you know, the heavy stuff has finally arrived. This has got to be the hardest rain we've seen all afternoon.
Behind 0-2 now. Trying to send him packing for the second time. Inside, as that perhaps will back him off a bit. 1-2. The 1-2 offering looked like a slider that time, but it's 2-2.
Man, this at bat has changed quickly from 0-2 now to 2-2. A good job of plate discipline by this hitter, not chasing those pitches just off the plate.
Sent in the air out to straightaway center. There to take it is Cespedes, one away.
Up next for the Orioles, pitcher Tanner Roark.
So here now is the pitcher, Tanner Roark. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. A fastball right down the middle for a strike. One out, nobody on. A ball and a strike to the Oriole hurler. It's 1-2. Swinging a soft liner. And that's in for a base hit, his second in as many trips to the plate.
Hey, I've been impressed with this guy. Not only has he thrown the ball well, but now he's mixing in a base hit late in the game, giving his manager options. Whether or not he wants to pinch run, keep him in there, go to the relief. I mean, he's opened up a whole weaponry box for the manager.
Stepping in now, Trey Mancini. As the first pitch sinker misses to him, it's ball one. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Now the 1-0. Lifted in the air to straightaway center. Cespedes is there. 2 down.
The batter, number 13, shortstop, Manny Machado.
Digging in once again, Manny Machado. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Here comes the first pitch. And he's in front of a tight little slider that time. A runner on first with 2 away. A ball and a strike now to Machado.
After 2 breaking pitches, there's a pretty good chance right now you're probably going to get something right in the middle of the strike zone to swing at. So if you're looking for it, go ahead and turn that baby loose.
Check swing, no swing, says the home plate umpire. Ball 2. Gets the sign. Here comes the 2-1. And a neck-high fastball that time.
I know this team has been struggling offensively, but here's a perfect situation with a 3-1 count. You have a chance to do some damage. You know you're getting a guaranteed fastball.
High in the air out to center field. Cespedes has a read on it. And that's the 3rd out. 1 left for the Orioles. It remains 1-0. Now at the plate, Jose Reyes, as we move past the halfway point in this one and begin the bottom of the 5th.
Reyes.
First pitch on its way. Tough slider down low for a strike. Well, you don't need us to tell you, it's really starting to come down out there. I can't imagine the umpires will let this go too much longer if it doesn't ease up.
Yeah, Matt, right now this doesn't look too good. I wouldn't be surprised if we don't see the umpires come out and bring the ground crew out here. The infield around the mound and around the home plate area is really getting soaking wet. And I can't anticipate this going on very much longer.
1-1. Popped him up. Beckham will back up and put this one away just past the dugout for the first out.
Now batting, catcher, Travis d'Arnaud.
So stepping in, Travis d'Arnaud. He flew out in his last at bat. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. Bases are empty, one man out. That misses. 1 ball and 1 strike here to the Mets backstop.
Didn't catch the corner there, but you can see he was trying to jam him with that running action on that two-seam fastball.
One and 2 now as that one's fouled off. And a swing and a miss as they got him with the slider there. 2 away.
Wow, this guy's mowing right through this lineup right now, but that's what happens when you don't get a chance to see a pitcher very often. That's one of the things that are helpful when you're pitching in interleague games. It's always a good advantage for the pitcher because the hitters don't get to see that guy very often.
In now, Noah Syndergaard. As he takes a cold strike at the knees, it's 0-1. First time up, he went down looking. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Both teams battling the elements thus far, but we've got a tight game through 5. More matinee baseball here on a Wednesday afternoon following this. Here's Jonathan Schoop now. 2 hits in 2 trips for him thus far.
Second baseman, Jonathan Schoop.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. There's a fastball right over the inside corner. And that one stayed too low apparently. Ground ball foul down the left side.
Might have been cheating for another fastball, trying to get the head to that one early. Pitcher pulled the string with a nasty breaking ball and had him a little bit out in front.
And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. Trying to nibble here, and he misses to run it full now. 3-2.
Great AB so far. I'd really like to see this guy work a walk and get on base for this team. Maybe give them a shot of confidence that they got a shot to get back in this one.
Tough pitch to lay off, but he did, and it's ball 4, so the leadoff hitter's aboard to start the 6th.
Well, they haven't been able to scratch a run across yet, so maybe this walk will jumpstart their offense a little bit.
Here's Mark Trumbo now. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. From the stretch. On the ground to the right side. A diving try, but he can't haul it in. It's through for a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
You know, as a former infielder, Danny, they always say you can't be in two places at once, but you got to be a little frustrated right here that ball found the hole.
Yeah, that's a tough thing. You make a quality pitch and the guy shoots one through the right side, normally a vacated spot right there. 9 out of 10 times somebody's there to make that play. Unfortunately not, and now you've got a couple of guys on. Well, they've yet to hang a number on the scoreboard, but it looks like they've got a great opportunity from the breakthrough. Going to be pretty demoralizing if they can.
2 balls and no strikes. The count to Tim Beckham.
What a great opportunity to come through right here. 2-0 count, runners on base. Find something middle of the plate and let it rip.
Now the 2-0. Line toward the alley in left center. And that is down for extra bases, as this will get 1 home and maybe 2. And the runner will score from second. But the throw is well up the line, and a second run's going to score.
Well, maybe the tables have turned a bit. Earlier in the game, the pitcher had his way with him, but he wins the battle this time, and in a big way. 2 runs on the board as the result.
Now the New York manager's up off the bench on his way to the mound. And we're going to have a pitching change, as that's going to be all for his starter this afternoon. He'll wind up lasting just 5 innings here. Didn't pitch all that poorly, yet he's gone nonetheless. Paul Sewald takes over on the mound here with nobody out in the 6th inning.
Number 51, Paul Sewald.
Here's the center fielder now, Colby Rasmus, as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball, 1-0. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Sewald, a 27-year-old. He was taken in the 10th round during the first-year player draft of 2012.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him.
The 1-2 gets him looking at the knees for the strikeout. Pretty clear he didn't like the call there on the outside part of the plate, but probably too good to take, and he's down on strikes for the 2nd time.
Yeah, that pitch was right on the black. Beautiful pitch. And even if we had robot umps, he'd still be out. But the only difference would be he wouldn't be able to complain about it.
Here's Chris Davis now. He's working on a 1 for 2 game so far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Just able to get a piece of that for strike 1. Oh, 0-1, here it comes. And the changeup is way low that time. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Two balls and a strike to the Orioles first baseman. Two balls and 2 strikes now. The 2-2 is laid off, and the count runs full. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
Anytime a pitcher locates a fastball on the inside corner, it's going to be a tough pitch to hit. That one was spot on, and he had no answer for it.
Into the box, Caleb Joseph. As a good changeup will get him to commit too early, and it's strike one. No hits to this point. Looking to keep this a one-run game. The pitch. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. Beckham stands at second with 2 gone. A ball and 2 strikes to the Baltimore backstop now. Looking for the K. Here's the pitch. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Drilled down the line, but a foul ball as it holds it 2-2. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Started to go. Did he hold up in time? Yes, says the first base umpire. And that misses, ball 4. So it's first and second now with 2 out.
Now batting, the pitcher, Tanner Roark.
So here's the Orioles pitcher, Tanner Roark. He doubled earlier and carries a 2-for-2 line into this appearance. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Cue shot here out towards short. And that's in there. Base hit. The throw to third. And the runner from second is in to score. It's now 3-1. The tag, and he is out at third. And with that, the side is retired. So 3 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a man left. Top of the order due up in the home half of the 6th. It's the Orioles 3 and the Mets 1. Here now is Asdrubal Cabrera. He'll start the inning, and we're back to the top of the order, but they haven't looked too dangerous in this one yet, right, guys?
Well, none of them have any hits.
First delivery to him on the way. Takes a fastball on the inside corner.
This guy's been on cruise control as we head into the middle innings of this one. And one of the big factors why, how about 80% of his first pitches have been for strikes?
Fastball called for strike 2. Right back to him on the mound. And he'll flip on to first to record the out.
The first baseman, number 23,
But the rain coming down as it is, we are in for a long delay. The hope is now that they can get this one in at some point.
Now this is where it becomes tricky for the managers right now. You have your pitchers out there. You have to be careful not to hurt anybody. So I think the guys that are sitting in the bullpen are on red alert as the delay has begun. And
And now here comes Oriole manager Buck Showalter on his way to the mound. And it would appear he's seen enough of his starter this afternoon. He'll wind up lasting just 1 out into the 6th inning, but he'll leave with the lead and was effective in this one. And welcome back inside the ballpark as the weather has finally cleared up. Richard Blyer takes the mound now as the new pitcher following the rain delay that lasted an eternity, so it seemed, and it appears we're just about set to resume. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And that one just missed outside. We're in the 6th inning here in a 3-1 ball game. Fastball called strike. 1-2.
Somebody needs to go rattle the cage right here. Take the bats and start throwing them all over the dugout to get these boys going. If this continues, I guarantee you see a different lineup tomorrow.
And this is fouled at the plate. Here he comes again. 1-2. And another foul ball. And there's a pitch Gonzalez takes, and we're back even at 2-2. 1 out, nobody on. Line to the right side. And that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit.
The center fielder, number 52, Yoenis Cespedes.
Here's Yoenis Cespedes. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far.
You know, Madden, every team has that one guy, and Yoenis Cespedes is that guy for the Mets. Completely changes that complexion of that Mets betting order.
1 ball, no strikes to count. The 1-0. Slapped hard the opposite way, but this will not get out there deep enough as it's run down by the right fielder in the alley for the 2nd out.
Well, we've mentioned the conditions aren't ideal with the rain coming down, and that can make every play a little bit of an adventure. You really have to concentrate, and he did there to haul it down.
So striding forward now, Michael Conforto. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball 1. Chopped weakly up the first base line. That winds up foul. The 1-1 home is swung on and missed, and that's strike 2. The 1-2. Swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. Mets strand 1, and it remains a 3-1 ball game. Welcome back to Citi Field in Flushing. Orioles leading this one through 6 as we take a look at our game summary to this point. Hansel Robles is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 47, Hansel Robles.
And here's the big right-handed power threat, Trey Mancini. First offering on its way. And he takes a pitch that's ruled a strike at the knees. Pretty liberal strike zone there. It's 0-1. Ripped down the first base line. This will get foul for strike 2. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Popped foul, and it looks like that's going to make it into the VIP seats.
That wasn't a terrible pitch right there, but if he's going to execute and get this swing and a miss, he's going to have to get that ball a little bit further down, maybe even potentially bounce the next one.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. And a swing and a miss there on a late breaking slider as he set down on strikes for the second time this afternoon.
Well, this pitching staff has done a pretty good job right there. That's the 4th time he struck out, and we're only in the 2nd game of this series.
Here's Manny Machado now. Oh, look out. Hot shot to third, and there are 2 away.
The second baseman, number 6, Jonathan Schoop.
Here's Jonathan Schoop now. 2 base hits, both singles to this point. First delivery to him on the way. Takes a knee-high fastball.
0-1.
We're in the 7th inning with a good finish brewing. 3-1 our score. And there's ball 1. Oh, they have him looking awfully confused up there right now. It's 1-2.
For the most part, he's looked really locked in at the plate in this game. Not so much on that swing, though.
And it's fouled away. Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first, and no swing. It's ball 2. A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes. And that will retire the side. Jay Bruce will be the one to lead us off when we return. It's the Orioles 3 and the Mets 1.
Leading up for the Mets, right fielder.
Even though we're moving into the back. Into this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast. They could certainly use that right now.
And that's by him. It's 0-1. The next 0-2. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. The next 0-2. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. Another 0-2 coming. And there's one well above the zone for a ball.
I can't blame him one bit out on the mound. I'm shocked he didn't pick up the rosin bag and see if he could get a foul ball on that one. He had to see if he would swing way outside the zone.
Machado has it. Throw on to first in time, one away.
Third baseman, number 21, Todd Frazier.
Darren O'Day takes the call from the pen as he'll try to get the final 2 outs of this 7th frame.
Darren O'Day.
Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch.
Nope.
Missed with a slider. O'Day, a veteran at 35 years of age. He was selected in the first round during the 2008 draft.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
1-1. Doesn't catch the outside corner. It's a ball.
Well, that's a good pitch, but you have to get a little bit closer to the plate than that. That's that big sweeping slider. If it was a little closer, you might get a swing.
All even now, 2-2. The 2-2. Hit hard on the ground to first. And that is going to sneak on through into right. It's a 1-out single.
The shortstop, number 7, Jose Reyes.
So a runner at first now with 1 away, and stepping in is the shortstop, Jose Reyes. First pitch on its way. And a fastball just a bit up. Frazier stands at first with 1 out. Looked like a slider perhaps, but it missed badly, and it's 2-0. Fouled off. The 2-2 to short. Taken in by Machado. The second for 1. On to first, it's a double play. As their woes continue, the inning is over. Nothing doing for the Metropolitans. Score holds, it's 3-1. Ready for another shot now. Mark Trumbo. He scored after reaching
Right fielder, Mark Trumbo.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. High and away on the first pitch fastball there. It's ball one. Downstairs, 2 balls and no strikes. Nope. 3-0.
Time to focus here. This game is way too close to be walking, guys, so we'll see if he can make him swing the bat on this next pitch.
And a good comeback there. It's 3-1. And a good take there will net him a base runner as it's ball 4 now to start the 8th inning.
Third baseman, number 1, Tim Beckham.
Trying to pick things up where he left off. Tim Beckham is working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Here's the first pitch to him. And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
This is where he might need a mound visit, whether it be from the shortstop, his pitching coach, or the catcher. These last couple of pitches have certainly gotten away from him.
A shot down the first baseline. And this will wind up working as a sacrifice as he steps on first, allowing the runner to move into second.
Here's one that you don't see too often, right? Safe at second base, but out at first. Great hustle there from the runner going into second. Really showed off his speed.
Here's the center fielder now, Colby Rasmus. Fouled away. He could really use a knock here. 0-for-3 in the game so far. 0-1. Here's the pitch. Now a swing and a miss, and things are not looking real promising here. Down 0-2. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Popped him up. Frazier shading to his right. And that's the second out of the inning. Now in the box, Chris Davis. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. And there's the 4th wide one, so he's aboard on the intentional walk.
Now batting, catcher, Caleb Joseph.
Stepping into the box, Caleb Joseph. It was a walk in his last trip. Decent lead at second. Here's the pitch. They'll start him with a fastball down and in for a ball. 1-0. Looking at his career totals, Joseph is slugging a little under the 400 mark, so the chances of his connecting with the ball right here aren't particularly good. Now a pickoff play at second and a dive, but he's back. Trumbo at second. Davis on at first with 2 down. Runs outside, so it goes to 2-0 now.
Well, I know the last thing he wants to do is load the bases right here, so the pressure is on right now to get back in the strike zone.
2-0 count. The pitch on the ground for the shortstop. Reyes reined in, and the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. A couple of walks, but no damage. More matinee baseball here on a Wednesday afternoon following this. In now, Travis d'Arnaud. He'll get things started now in the bottom.
Catcher, Travis d'Arnaud.
First delivery to him on the way. First pitch swinging as this one's hit on the ground to second. Schoop has it, and he will whip this one over to first in time for the out.
Up next for the Mets, pitcher, Robles.
Juan Lagares will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with one gone in the inning.
Lagares.
And that misses inside 1-0. Called strike at the knees. Evens the count at 1-1. So 1-1 home. Now a little soft liner foul over to the right side, and the count will move to 1-2 now. A swing and a miss. He offered it a ball way outside the strike zone for out number 2.
I think he had his mind made up. He was swinging the bat and trying to protect before the ball even left the pitcher's hand. That pitch wasn't even close. He would have needed a flagpole to hit that one.
Into the box now, Asdrubal Cabrera. As he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1. His head-to-head with Darren O'Day. A number of meetings, he's 1 for 7. In the air, out to right. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. Down in order go the Mets. They still trail it here 3-1. Anthony Swarzak enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th. Justin Bohr will try to get his club a little 9th inning insurance as he'll grab a bat to pinch hit, leading things off here. Line towards center field. And the pinch hitter is retired here, 1 away.
Jumped all over that first pitch of the inning, and he didn't miss it. Just wasn't able to steer it in a direction that resulted in a leadoff hit.
Standing in now, Trey Mancini. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. Swing and a miss for strike 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And a whiff at a good slider that time. And he struck out again. That's the 3rd time he's gone down on strikes in this one.
This pitching staff has done a really good job against this guy in this series. This is a really good hitter, and it's not easy to make a guy strike out 5 times in a series up to this point, but that's what they've done to this guy so far.
Step. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Takes a knee-high fastball. And there's one he'd like to have over again. Missed high with the slider. Oh, and a half swing there on a pitch out of the zone. Indeed, it's strike two. The 1-2 is laid off for ball two.
Wow, kind of an interesting pitch call there. The batter flailed at the pitch away on the previous one, so you'd think you'd go right back there, but instead they decided to come in. Make him prove he can adjust before you do.
3-2 now. And he struck him out. So a good pitch there, and now they're going to need to string some hits together in this last at-bat if they want to get back in this thing. 3 up, 3 down for the Orioles, and it's still 3-1. Zach Britton comes on looking for a save here in the bottom of the 9th inning.
Number 53, Zach Britton.
Striding in to start the 9th, Adrian Gonzalez, and they'll need him to get something going here. Anthony Santander is into the game as a defensive replacement now as he takes over in right.
This change for the Orioles. Now playing right field, number 25.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And that one just missed outside. Looks at a sinker on the outside corner.
Tying run stands on deck, but it'll only matter if the guy in the box can get on base.
Yeah, and that has to be his mentality at the plate right now, Matt. He can't be the hero, so he needs to do what he can to give the guy behind him a chance to be the guy.
And a good throw gets him one gone.
Number 52, Yoenis Cespedes.
Now at the plate, Yoenis Cespedes. Not providing much out of the 3-hole in this one. Hitless in 3 at-bats so far. He's set. Here it comes. Started to go around, but it's ruled strike one anyway. 1 out, nobody on. Cespedes behind a ball and 2 strikes. And he lays off it to even the count 2-2. Line drive to center field. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
That's one of those tough luck outs that'll drive you crazy as a hitter. He drove that fastball, but couldn't get it down, so he has to take hard contact as a consolation.
In now, Michael Conforto. Lifted the other way out to left center. And he'll make the catch, and the Orioles will put an end to their 3-game skid as this ball game is over.
This was an awfully quick series, and it ended in a split. I have a feeling these two teams could have played a 20-game series and would have ended tied. Two evenly matched, well-coached ball clubs.
3-1 the final score this afternoon. The Baltimore Orioles rode an important 6th inning to victory in this one. Tanner Roark earns his 6th winning decision in this one as he allows only 2 hits in 5+ innings of work. Zach Britton hammers down the save, his 22nd. So that'll just about do it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com.
Our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Orioles. 3 runs on 8 hits, 1 error. They left 9 men on base. For the Mets, 1 run, 4 hits, no errors. They left 4 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 35 minutes. Thanks for joining us this afternoon, and please drive home safely.